Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Tales of Graces. We are at the Lastalia shaft and, well, we need to get down this thing today and we'll see how far we can get, because it could be pretty far, because there are 4 teleports back there, so there might be 4 sections that give us an option to get back. We did explore a little bit on the last one, but ended up right back here where we started, so let's see how far down we can get today. And I think the best thing we can do is to try and get there is to try and follow the markings. And eventually we should end up in the right location, or at least I'm hoping so. Or, if not in a location, at least in a place where we can find some good old chests for us to loot. And just like always when we go to a dungeon this, well, expensive, let's avoid as many of the fights as we can, and then in between I will, well, try to catch up a little bit, so we don't fall too far behind with our levels while playing this. And of course the main purpose of today, like I said, is getting all the way to the bottom, and hopefully when we reach the bottom we find a way all the way back, which I think is teleport for, and then we can go out and go, well, buy all the towns, see if there are extra scenes, extra skits that we can do, and get as far as we can. And I do think that even if we are focusing on where the cursor is taking us, eventually it should stop us, in case of we need to solve a puzzle in order to gain entry. Like this here. Ah, yeah, it did really look suspicious to me already. Staircase down, so we can get up ahead. Not really a puzzle, just a nice little switch. This is a teleport. I do want to check a few of the scythe paths. And of course, in between the episodes, the areas that we already done, I will go and check them myself again, trying to see if we missed anything or not. Because I don't want to miss any of the we've already been here. So once again, things are connected, it teleports to everywhere. So basically, we flipped the switch, we showed the staircase, and now like this here, it made those staircases everywhere, giving us another way ahead.
I'm trembling. Why?
Prepare yourself! It's now time! I show my ace! Now order! Okay!
Yeah, his one is really good, at least visually speaking.
Why do you wear glasses?
Because my eyes are bad.
What? Are they dangerous?
Somebody save me.
Well, they are very dangerous. Arrow Squall. When Ewart enters Axel mode, he unleashes a rain of arrows, the duration of which depends on how full the gauge is at the time. You can still move where the arrows fall, allowing you to build up combos and even while moving to attack distant enemies. Yeah, very and incredibly useful. I think because everything in this level looks the same, sometimes it can be a bit hard to see what we have and haven't done. I think the only way to actually see it correctly is, well, mostly by chests we find. If they're still closed, we haven't been there yet. Definitely another teleport. It's gonna lead us to another switch that we need to interact with. Well, at least that leads us to new chests. The Sword of Legendia. Yeah. Reference to, and of course, another Tales game. I think a very old one. A truly legendary blade. As yet no one would ever manage to get their hands on this. And we did. Definitely would look amazing on his back. Like I said, we'll try to get all the chests as much as we can. I'll leave making progress. I want to check this side out, because again, the area looks new, different.
I expect the best from everyone. Okay, bloodshot.
Release! It ends now! Watch me run with the wind! Art! Shadow moment! Focus! Evasion!
Again, beautiful. I like these ones, the finishers.
Shining blade of triumph! Well, that was passable.
Corrupted Edge. Alright, new weapon. The Innocent Sinners. Blades named for their gleam of purity. They look harmless but sharpened at their wielder's command. A dagger, so that would mean Sharia. Well, nothing we cannot enhance when we get out of here. $80,000 gold. Yeah, they're just throwing money at you right now. They're thinking, yeah, you got so many. It doesn't matter what we give you, you will have enough. Mining samples.
What's this? Maybe it's like... Oh, I got it! These are...
Crystallized forms of Elith.
Hey! I was gonna say that!
That kind of knowledge seems a bit above your pay grade.
Oh, Lambda told me all about it.
Lucky! Oh, hey! Like, ask Lambda what the crystallized Elith is for.
He says, figure it out for yourself.
Sassy.
Fine, I will. I got it. There.
The remains of crystals excavated from the lower strata for the purpose of collecting elf sampling data.
Okay, now we just know that Lambda is messing with her.
Again, I was gonna say that.
Lambda is kind of a jerk.
A little bit. Or maybe he's starting to get friendly with our crew. But I'm pretty sure he is enjoying teasing everyone. But hey, it's a good sign. If you are at the possibility to be controlled by an entity that's stuck inside your mind, in your body, in your brain, or however it is, you want to be on friendly terms. Regardless.
I feel the power of the core running through my body.
And if Lambda absorbs this power, the situation will be resolved.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be that easy. He might try, he might fail, but the queen will be there, so we definitely need to defeat her regardless of what's gonna happen. And Asbel needs to survive, right? Because he's got someone he has to marry. We cannot end the game without seeing that.
What is it, little bro?
It's just, I've never trusted Lambda.
Me neither. When Asbel said he was going to ask Lambda for help, I was against it.
A perfectly reasonable reaction.
I totally trusted him.
Did you actually trust him? Or was it merely your usual blind faith that everything will work out?
Yeah, pretty much that.
Though in hindsight, Pascal's blind faith has proven itself quite accurate.
Yes, I suppose you could say that. Now even I trust in Lambda.
Me too.
I as well.
Me too.
Isn't this great, Lambda? See? People can change. Everyone believes in you now.
It is wonderful, Asbel.
Oh well. Now he just has to put in the effort when we get to where we need to be. Let's check out the two underpaths. Is it back the way to the top? Awesome. And this one is actually broken. These two are still intact, so 3 warps. And we are... So we can get out. I think I will wait until we are all the way to the bottom. But we saved, so even in case this is the bottom, which I definitely don't think so, we can. Where does this lead us? Okay, the game says that it wants us to go up. I'm gonna go against it. The warp is still active, so we can get back. Oh, this is bringing us all the way to the top, in case we want to go back and explore for more chests. Good. So 2 different warps, one back to the shuttle, one to the beginning of the shaft. Alright. I can get behind that. Ooh. Where are we now?
Do you feel that breeze?
This cannot be the bottom already. Or else we did that really quick. A lot quicker than I expected. Does mean we might have had a chest missing here and there. Like I said, in between the episodes I will check the rest of the place out.
It feels nice.
This place looks really different.
It doesn't look like someplace people would build.
I bet most of it is natural, and they just built around the rest.
Guys, heads up!
Listen well, invaders of Fodra.
You will never reach Fodra's core.
I'm trembling. Why?
0 chance. 0. Literally. These are monsters we fought before, so... Come on. Alright, one down. After this we can focus on the queen. The queen is doing the magic? I was wondering about that because it's really bothering me. Maybe we should just switch targeting to her so she stops casting. Yeah, the one moment we cannot stop her. Alright, let's grape it up. Really? The timing of it, it's almost intentful. The moment I tried to hit her to stop her from casting, the enemy grabs me by the arms and just smacks me into the ground. Beautiful though. It may come over slightly salty, which it is, but I have to say, it does come over as beautiful. She's too easy. This is not the final fight, it's just her attempt to slow us down. We're not at the core yet. And there, we're probably all gonna face her in the fullest form, I'm sure. Because even though, right now when we're fighting her, she didn't split up in multiple beings, she just one unit. Will she do it again in the next fight? Will she upgrade herself? Maybe first forging herself together with the core instead of Lambda? Powering up in that way and trying to defeat us in that regard? I don't know, I'm curious. We'll get there.
We must destroy the humans.
She's gone. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just thought I saw something. Lambda, what's happening?
If you continue, Fodra's consciousness may force its way into your mind.
Fodra's consciousness?
If you are forced to experience her billions of years worth of memories, your mind will collapse entirely.
Ah, so an attack on the mind instead of the body. And I can imagine that. If your mind is suddenly filled with millions of billions of years of memories, it can't handle it. It's almost the same as a movie I've seen quite recently, which is the butterfly effect, where each time he changes something in the past, he gains all new memories accompanying with those changes, which create bleeds in his mind. This would be basically the same thing, but then for billions of years, yeah. He would just implode, basically.
I would prepare myself if I were you.
But with that, maybe we'll learn more about the Queen and Fodor itself.
Are you worried about Asbel? Oh, sorry. I don't mean to worry you, Sophie. It'll be okay. Asbel made a promise after all.
I think it'll be okay too. Asbel always keeps his promises. Now make a promise to me!
To you? What kind of promise?
One day, you'll take a bath. That's my promise.
To continue our poker game when we return to Ephinea.
Poker?
Pascal taught me poker when we were at the Amarcian Enclave. It was fun. We played 150 games, and I won 149. Sophie's really good. A little too good. I only won the first game.
Wait, hold on. What? That's what you were doing after being summoned by Richard?
Yeah, we'd totally deal you in if you want. So, let's shut down Fodra's core and get back to Ephinea already.
Hey, if they need a reason to get back, any reason will do.
All right. It's a promise. Sometimes, I wonder if Pascal just acts like a goofball to calm us down when things get tense around here.
It might actually be part of it. I can see her doing that.
A pinky promise. Sweet! I may lose to Sophie, but I'll run the table with you, sister.
Or maybe not.
And then suddenly we learn that Sheria was the world champion poker. And Pascal did not know that. Losing even more than she did before. Seems to be broken. So I'm guessing it's going to be the same as the secondary ward we found before. Giving us another place to, well, cut into the dungeon and explore more if we so wanted to. The element in this area is tainted by the burn element?
Sheria, look out!
What? The Eleth over there is pretty dense. If you had stumbled into it, you might have experienced an Eleth high.
Thank you, Asbel.
There seem to be lots of those thick Eleth patches around.
Although, the monsters don't seem to mind.
They must possess an antibody that resists it or whatever. Hey, I bet we can build the same immunity if we eat some of these monsters.
Eat them?
We could marinate the meat with a spice rub and serve it with red wine.
Too much trouble. Just cram a spit up their butts and roast them whole.
What? Unbelievable.
Look, let's just beat the monsters here and see if we learn anything, okay?
Well, I guess fighting monsters is a mandatory part here and now, so we learn more. Doesn't mean we cannot get too close. It's gushing from the spring, so it makes the spring extra hot. Making it into a hot spring? Ooh, could we get a hot spring scene if we find where it reaches the bottom?
Everyone stay on your game.
Ooh, wait. Does it mean because it's the Elite burn that every fight will be susceptible to that entire thing? That means we have to avoid fights as much as we can until we get the Elite under control.
Sometimes I can't see the value in fighting.
Hubert.
There's no profit in the enemies here. It's a waste of time.
Which is partly true. Okay, so that stream goes nowhere. Well, maybe... I can imagine we have to deal with the Elith in some way, so maybe getting to the next point will give us more clue on how to fight it. Or change. Can climb down the vines. I'm more curious to see what that is. That's like a representation of all the Elith here, and only if we get all 4 under control we can get access to the chest that we see there. Alright, a little bit of motivation doesn't hurt, I guess. Ah, the slow ailment. Wait, they did say that fighting monsters might teach us more about this Elith. Could it be that there will be a hint that if we defeat all monsters here, that we destroy that Elith, maybe? Classified seeds. First finish up our investigation, see how many it is. Seems to be roughly 4. Also a few where we can't even reach it. First I need to find access to the other place where the enemies are. The poison. Well, there has to be ways back. Because we saw other platforms with enemies on it, so there needs to be a way to get there. To explore the rest of the areas, just in case there is chests. With the poison field active, actually fighting monsters is not really a priority at the moment. It is safer just to wait until we figure out how we can handle the Elith. And I'm assuming we're gonna get a hint as soon as we're a bit further. Mythical scale. And like I said before, I will fight plenty of these monsters in between the episodes, because 1, I need experience to level up a little bit. We also need more material to make the figurines, and we got a lot to make of those. Ooh, that was interesting. That looked like a very specific and high monster weak. Max Carta. We know where this is gonna end. Oh, that's... Oh. That will definitely lead up. Well, if we end up at a save point with a potential boss fight, I will take that opportunity to find our way back up through those platforms. Does look like if we find those circles, they will create platform for us to use that will probably move all the way up. So this is a good to know. This area is tainted by everything. And that's a warp all the way back to top. Yes, it is. Alright. So I'm guessing there's gonna be a save point down there leading to the next fight, which will be harder with all these weaknesses on there, so we don't want to trigger it. We first have to deal with all of those. I don't know why, but it reminds me of another game that I've played.
I admire the strength it takes to merge with Lambda and believe in him.
Honestly, I'm still a little worried. I don't know if Lambda really has the power to stop Phodra's core. I mean, will absorbing all the Eleth really do it? There's no way to know for sure. I guess all we can do is have faith.
It takes a great deal of fortitude to say that. I wish I possessed the same kind of strength to protect Windor.
Come now. It is merely youth and inexperience that gives him such strength, Your Majesty. Remember that, Asbel. Countless trials and tribulations await you, and you must steel yourself.
Whoa, come on now, Captain Malik. There's no need to scare me like that, is there?
Hey, fear is not a bad thing. Keeps you sharp.
There is truth in the captain's words. Enduring painful experiences would benefit you in the end.
Yeah, you know, I guess you're right. I've never been thrown into a strange environment and had my personality all twisted up by it. I've never survived the misery of coming between a friend and a lover before losing them both.
He's hitting him very personal right now.
Perhaps transcending such hardships would indeed teach me true strength. That's all the more reason to focus on the matter at hand with Phodra's core. I will give it everything I have. Now who's with me? Wait, no one?
Hubert and Malik seem to have taken that harder than I would have anticipated.
Huh? Taken what?
Well, he did hit them in a very personal place. Alright, let's see what's on this side, and then we'll make our way back, trying to do all the little things we can find out around. I was almost expecting here to be a warp that would have taken us to where we first got in and fought the Queen. Alright, I want to test something out. Let's fight this blob. As if the deal to dealing with the crystals is fighting all the monsters based upon a loosely comment in the game, then if we defeat this group and we go on the teleport and go all the way down and all the way back up again, the blob should still be gone. Could also mean that we haven't gone far enough yet to cancel out the... Come on. I'm not making it respawn. Alright, I thought that the blob encounter would have been the easiest one to overcome. But they're putting up a decent resistance, in all honesty. Alright, at least one is down. Really, still one of those things that do get me every once in a while. That does seem that in the game, the enemy always has precedence over the attack. If they want to, they can always go first. Nice.
Pulled it off, somehow.
And the only thing we got was minced meat. Ooh, Globetrotter title. We walked enough. Okay, at least at the moment, it's gone. It's back again. Okay, so defeating all the monsters might not be the thing. So let's just go over all the other teleports and see where they lead us, and maybe they'll give us a clue on how to destroy those Eleth. And who knows, maybe then it's just something extremely simple that just isn't popping in my mind. And maybe it's just those big enemies that we have to defeat. Because we see two of them so far. The one over there, the other one when we passed with the other teleport. Okay, what's the point of this teleport then? There is nothing here. I'm getting a feeling like I'm missing something. Get back up once more. Well, if we like that enemy over there, it's not like we can stop the transition of the elevator. Now I'm wondering, have I missed other platforms that we could have used? Yeah, I think this is something that I have to play around with in between the episodes. There has to be a reason. So there has to be something we can do. Hoping I'm potentially having another teleporter somewhere. Because I just want to fight one of those big behemoths and see what happens. Because if we can read one of those and we can defeat it, and it does trigger what I think might trigger the destruction of one of the Eleth, then it's just a matter of finding the rest of them. Or at least fighting enough of them so we can learn how to fight against it. Come on, just one warp, one place that will take us to one of those big enemies. There's the other one for here. Alright, I'm gonna leave the episode here, and in between I will fight many of these monsters as I can, trying to figure out in beating them if that actually does something to the Eleth here. Because it could be that if we defeat enough monsters, then it weakens the Eleth production, giving an opportunity to break it by defeating the bigger monsters. But on the other hand, we need to get to them first. If we can't get to them, we can't fight them, we can't defeat them. So I have to find a way. I have to see first if I missed something, like is the pathway that I just overlooked and just went past without any concern, because I didn't realize that these markers in front was to summon the platform. Now we do know, so if I see that marker somewhere else on top, I know there's a secondary elevator. And other than that, it's just fight the enemies, because we need to do that anyway. We need to collect more resources so we can build more figurines, so we got plenty of things to do. For now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye bye.